What makes a memorable first impression? One that captures attention and ignites a desire to know more. What if you could create an unforgettable impression and do it simply? No expensive designers, no steep learning curve. Well, now you can. Whether it's for you or for your clients, you can now design with Uzine. Create a brand, an image, your online identity. All drag and drop simple, with over 1 million free images and tons of templates to choose from. Just pick and customize. It's professional level graphics manipulation at your fingertips. So, next time you want to create a lasting impression, just reach for Uzine and see how remarkable it can be when you're the designer.
Hey guys, it's Gary here. I want to share one of the coolest tips that I can possibly give you. It was one of the things that I struggled most, was how to actually make a image that I have transparent, and I'm going to show you that. But I'm going to showcase a real cool tool that I'm using to do this. This is something I picked up over a year ago. And the reason why I'm sharing this is that they've just released 2.0 at an unbelievable lifetime deal that you can grab this. And you know what? They've gone completely overboard. And as a website owner, as an advertiser, as somebody that is a blogger, the graphics is absolutely imperative for you to be able to stand out amongst your competition and to be able to take your game to a whole new level. And this is really cool because, you know, you come up with over 10,000 different templates, or actually over 1,000 templates in here right now, all by different things that you can do. So you could take a look at lead magnets. Let's just go see where, you know, what lead magnets we have in here. Here's one. We could actually use this, and you know, you can come up with a template right on the fly. It's a next generation software creation application, and we're going to go this lead magnet. So if I want to create a web graphic on the fly that I can just manipulate, you can do this right into your on your tablet or on your phone as well too. They have apps in here, so I can add more headlines. I can upload my own image. I can, you know, go in one of my images right in here, take this right out. You know, this is what Digital Marketer had, so I want to just put in my own logo, and I got my own logo right in here now that I can actually put in, and just, and you know, make it really small and just say, here it is, the focus formula. So now I got a nice little thing in here, and I can actually, you know, grab whatever I want to put into this right onto this image. And you know, you can actually preview what your image is going to look like, and it comes up with different formats that you can actually download. You can download the previewed image, and you can just go back to your editor. The cool thing is that you can create all kinds of different things. So if you've got like a Google Plus header that you need to create, or a Twitter header, or a Facebook ad photo, medium, large, there's millions of templates that you can use. And one of the things that I've learned to do was how to, you know, eliminate the background. How to, you know, take an image and eliminate the background from the image itself. So we're going to actually do that. I'm going to actually take a family photo here. Okay, so I'm going to now just erase the background here, and I'm going to take an image, that we took with my family, and I want to keep this image. So I can go into this image editor, which is really cool. It's built right in, and I basically just draw green over my wife's head, Michelle. My son Tristan, go over his head right here, and Sophia, and just take out an outline of where I want to keep all my stuff. Keep my head here, maybe some of my hair. Just try and trace it or get as close as I can to it. And then I'm going to just take the red mark and just eliminate all this stuff. And right in here, right in here, right in here. Okay, got it. Right there. I want to get rid of all that. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a nice clear image. So I'll get rid of this. And it eventually just eliminates all of that stuff. Really cool. And I may not want to have this gap in between us. So I'll just keep that there. And maybe there's a little bit down in here that I can dig into. And a little bit tighter in there. And there I go. I've got a nice, clean, clear background image. Now, what can I do with that? So I'm going to go done. And what I can do now is it's going to load into this editor. And you see I've got a nice background image. So I can actually turn off the none. Now I can actually, download this as, on my desktop into my graphic files. And I'm going to go family photos. And I'm going to just save it as a family clear shot. I'll replace that one. So I get a nice family clear shot right here. And what I can do now is I can actually bring in all sorts of different elements. So I can bring in a piece of wood, and let's just go put it to the back. Boom. And we got a nice clear element that's right over top of it. I can resize it. And I can take the piece of wood, put it in the back there as well too. Make sure it's covered as well, and then we can take this and just slap it right there. We could add text. We could add, logo right in here as well too. So I mean, there's tons of things that you can do with this as well too. When you start to think about the images that you have, like this was a big deal for me when I figured out how to erase a background. So now I could save that as a template and just upload the image. It stays on the cloud, and I can grab that image whenever I want. So now let's just do that. So let's just select that file, and I'm going to go family photos, and I'm going to go family clear background. Where is it? See if I can find it in here. Clear, right here. So I've got that in there, and it's going to put a layer or something like that on there. But again, this is not a graphic that I'm going to just put it in, right in here, just like that. But I can just delete that. But I can play around with this. I can put different elements. Maybe I don't want the wood in here. Maybe I want to put that in there, and I want to send that all the way to the back. Now I want to do a nice graphic of us being on the beach. Going, we'd much rather be here. You guys coming? Who's coming with us? Maybe something like that. And I can play around with a whole bunch of things in here. I could put in some text as well too, where learn the tricks, learn how to build a business. Let's just put something like that. Build a business and have a life. And then I could just put in something like another title. Let's just put something in here. Maybe we'll go hashtag let's get you free. Let's do that. Let's get you free. And we can just slap that right up in there. So now you got a cool little graphic. Something like that could be, eye-catching. Maybe this could be a title to a blog post. Maybe you don't want to put, you know, the focus formula in here, but again, you know, the sky's the limit what you can do in here. Because you can actually, you know, now that you've got a clear shot, you can use it on all sorts of different things. So sometimes on my slides, what I've done is I've saved a clear shot, and now I can use it in all my custom graphics. And I use this now. It's way easier than Photoshop or anything out there, and I think you can get it for like $29, which is ridiculously cheap. So it's definitely worth the money if you're producing graphics, if you're serious about getting more traffic or more eyeballs, more time spent on site. Having good graphics is important, and this is a tool anybody can afford, and everybody can't afford to miss out on this deal. So grab it now, and we'll see you on the inside, where we got some really cool bonuses. If you want to check out the bonuses, there will be a link in the blog, or this will be in the blog, or wherever you're going to see this. But it's something really cool. Like I said, you get tons of templates. You know, I've used this well over a year. These guys went well over, like, I mean, if you got Pinterest boards and you want to put Pinterest stuff on there, you can, you know, they're going to be bringing in all sorts of different things in here. Instagram and all sorts of things that you can use. But look, tons of templates that come up, and you can just select the one you want. You can change and swap out the text or all the elements inside, and you've got yourself a quick and easy graphic. And you know, that graphic gets a lot more engagement on social media and everywhere, and they count. So grab this amazing tool, and we'll see you on the inside.